We are back. So if you like these videos, be sure to like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell at the top to get all notifications. Thane is the secret son of Thanos, the product of a relationship between the destroyer of stars and an inhuman woman. The story begins many years ago, when a tribe of inhumans descended from those transformed by the Terrigenesis rose up against Thanos and his brutal army. In the chaos of the war, an inhuman woman returned to her remote village, carrying within her the blood of the one who had brought death to countless worlds. Months later, she gave birth to Thane, a child whose blood mixed with the power of Titan and the mutant genes of Inhuman. Even as a child, Thane exuded a strange energy that no one could explain. Although he lived isolated in a peaceful community, deep down he always felt a power slumbering, waiting for the moment to awaken. He knows nothing of his real father, nor that he is the final piece in a power game between entities that could change the universe. Years later, when Thanos begins to sense a familiar energy rising in space, he sets out on a new campaign, ostensibly to conquer the galaxy, but really to find his lost son. With his loyal and ruthless Black Order, Thanos travels from planet to planet, flattening each world and demanding tribute in the form of the lives of young men between the ages of 16 and 22, the age range he estimates for Thane. If a planet refuses, he wipes out all life on it. His relentless pursuit eventually leads him to Earth, where the Avengers have left to fight the Builder War in outer space, leaving the planet more fragile than ever. Under the guise of a campaign of extermination, Thanos secretly launched a hunt for his own flesh and blood. Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, realized Thanos' true intentions through the Inhuman Code, a device that stored all information about Inhuman members and their descendants, passed down through generations of royal families. Thanks to it, Black Bolt knew that the Mad Titan did not come to Earth just to destroy, but to search for what belonged to him. Immediately, the Illuminati gathered the top intelligence and power of Earth to join the investigation. During the investigation, Doctor Strange tracked the energy and discovered Thane living a peaceful life in Greenland, hiding among the Inhumans who had not undergone Terrigenesis. However, before he could act, Ebony Maw, one of Thanos' most cunning servants, intervened. He used his hypnotic and mind-manipulating powers to make Strange forget that he had found Thanos' child. Ebony Maw saw Thane not only as a target, but also as an opportunity to create a new weapon, a being of unimaginable power that could be bent to his will. Meanwhile, Thanos engaged in a confrontation with Black Bolt on Attilan. The battle between these two godlike beings shook the atmosphere. In a moment of desperation, Black Bolt activated the Terrigen Bomb, a weapon that could release the inhuman genetic mist across the entire Earth. As the Terrigen mist spread across the planet, thousands of Inhumans began to mutate, and among them was Thane. The moment the Terrigen touched his skin, the power that had been hidden in Thane's veins exploded. A whirlwind of deadly energy spread from his body, causing the entire town around him to fall silent forever. In just a few seconds, all life was extinguished. When the smoke cleared, only Thane stood in the ashes, his eyes filled with panic and fear for himself. Little did he know that in that moment, Thanos had sensed the energy signal emitted by his son. Ebony Maw appeared in the rubble, like a false savior. He helped Thane stabilize his mind, giving him a special armor that could control and block that deadly energy. Thane was caught between the two extremes of feeling guilty for accidentally killing everyone around him and being drawn into the magic of uncontrollable power. Ebony Maw took advantage of the confusion, trapping Thane in an energy field and sending word to Thanos that he had found the son he had been searching for. Thanos immediately went to Orlan, where Ebony Maw was holding Thane. The meeting between father and son took place in the dark atmosphere. Before Thanos, Thane knelt, both afraid and angry. He looked at his half-Titan, half-Inhuman son, as if looking into a distorted mirror of himself. In a voice as cold as clashing metal, Thanos declared that he would kill Thane, considering it the final purification of his bloodline. But Ebony Maw had his own plans. He was not absolutely loyal to Thanos, but only to power. He wanted to see what the son of the Mad Titan could become if properly guided. In the darkness of Orlan, amid the whistling wind through the icy mountains, a new test began. A test of blood, power, and destiny. Thane did not yet understand his true stature. He was not only the son of Thanos, but also the bridge between the Titan and Inhuman worlds, a being born between light and darkness. He possessed the ability to destroy eternity, but also the potential to become a symbol of balance. The average Eternal is capable of lifting around 15 tons, but Thanos far exceeded that limit, reaching over 100 tons. This achievement placed him among the most elite beings in the entire universe. Therefore, Thane, the descendant of Thanos, obviously possessed a superhuman physical foundation. However, it is worth noting that he rarely displayed his true strength, instead relying on energies, special powers, and enhancements that he received from various sources. Although he was stripped of all supernatural powers, that did not mean that Thane became as weak as a normal person. According to known records, the loss of his powers only returned him to his pre-Terrigenesis state, the moment the Terrigen energy activated his inhuman abilities. Therefore, Thane retained the innate characteristics of the eternal bloodline, including superior endurance, resilience, and longevity, instead of returning to the limits of a normal human. After completing the Terrigenesis process, Thane's appearance changed significantly. From a person with rosy human skin, he gradually took on a majestic shade and aura, exuding a strong and distinct look closer to the appearance of Thanos, his father with Titan blood and superior power. Thane's jet-black left hand was the source of a terrifying power that could destroy with just a touch, causing everything he came into contact with to disintegrate and become silent. If one did not know better, one might mistake the glowing golden right hand for a sign of salvation or healing, but the reality was quite the opposite. As Ebony Maw had once said to him, "If you ever wondered what was worse than death, now you know." The Black Vortex is, in essence, a cosmic mirror of ancient magical nature, containing the power of infinite transformation. Anyone who looks into it sees the most perfect image of themselves, where all limitations are erased. The Vortex grants them the opportunity to achieve that form, empowering them to become a powerful cosmic entity. However, this gift always comes at a terrible price. In most cases, the Chosen One will be corrupted by their own desires, but in return, they are sublimated to a cosmic level, far beyond all standards of strength, intelligence, and survival. After accepting the Black Vortex's invitation, Thane undergoes a complete physical transformation. His appearance becomes majestic, covered in a mixture of darkness and light, representing the struggle between the power of death and the eternal nature of the Titan bloodline. The final push he received was also something more familiar than a power source that came from deep within his own being, something that had been waiting to be released. The Phoenix Force is one of the most ancient and powerful powers, considered the embodiment of life, death, and eternal rebirth. Whoever becomes the host of this energy source reaches a level of power beyond all limits. Thane, in his journey, is no exception to that rule. After being brought to the cosmic scale by the Black Vortex, he possessed the ability to control life and death at will. When receiving the Phoenix Force, those already terrible powers were amplified many times over, bringing him to a new realm that few in the universe could reach. The Phoenix Force not only strengthened Thane's full potential, but also granted him the typical abilities of the Phoenix entity, including the ability to revive, manipulate cosmic energy, and restructure matter at the atomic level. Under the influence of the energy source, Thane is said to have surpassed Thanos in power, surpassing the father he once respected and feared. However, absolute power always comes with a price. As Thane gradually fell into the vortex of power and desire, he chose to align with Lady Death, the entity that symbolizes the end of all existence. Though he knew the danger, Thane still allowed himself to become a tool in her hands. Lady Death desired him to destroy Thanos, who had once pursued her in vain and spread destruction everywhere. Realizing the limitless power flowing from his son, Thanos finally sought out the Godstone Quarry, where the fate of father and son reached an inevitable point. The Godstone Quarry is a legendary place where the divine and the primordial universe intersect. Its energy source is said to flow directly from the universe of the first Celestials. Legend has it that this is where gods come to end their lives, where their souls are tested to prove their ultimate worth. Those who are strong enough to overcome the challenge will be granted powers beyond understanding, while those who fail will be forever imprisoned in the abyss of the quarry with no way back. At the fateful moment, Thanos stepped into the black hole portal that led to this mythical land to face his son Thane. Father and son collided in the dark space, where reality was distorted by ancient power. Both were eventually sucked into the quarry, where their souls were exposed to the pure energy of the universe. Thanos, with his unwavering will and courage, overcame his challenge, winning the right to leave the place while Thane failed. When he failed, Thane was stripped of his powers by the Cosmic Coven, a trio of cosmic wizards who feed on the energies of dying gods, and imprisoned forever in the dark depths of the quarry. These wizards exist as guardians, guarding the infinite energy that this place holds. However, nothing is absolute. The door of destiny can still open, and if Thane ever escapes the quarry, he will return to his original eternal self, a warrior of great power, but no longer reaching the level of cosmic power he once held. So guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Love you.